We are the champions, my friends. Should probably stop singing before I get copyright claimed. Anyways, this is the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. For the first time since 2017, I believe, Charles?
Honestly, I have no idea because there's another pay-per-view called Night of Champions, but since that's the exact same shit, I have no idea what's even the point of having a Clash of Champions. But anyways, yes.
Well, as the name entitles, Champions. We have 11 matches. We were going to have 12, but the King of the Ring was removed for some fucking reason.
Especially since I think they could have really just taken away the Cruiserweight match in total and just replaced it with the King of the Ring.
But
that makes no sense.
But we also have a no disqualification match on this card, which is not a champion match.
Oh, really?
Great.
Oh man, I totally have not been really into Roman Reigns' and Eric's storyline. I actually thought it was like a normal one-on-one match until you just said it's a no DQ. Wow.
But there's 11 matches. No pre-shows have been announced yet, which will probably be one.
The Cruiserweights, which are soon going to be gone from the main roster.
King of the Ring Kappa.
Yeah.
But the King of the Ring tournament is not on the main card. We're still going to predict it just in case they move it. But if it's not on the card, that match is scrapped completely from our prediction and will not count towards our prediction card.
What was the last pay-per-view?
SummerSlam. God, that was a month ago of recording this. Shit.
I wouldn't say that I hated it, but it felt so mediocre from what I can remember when I was watching it.
Oh wait,
okay.
It started off strong.
Let's see here.
It started off great with a Becky versus Natalia.
Yeah, that was a decent submission match.
Yeah. Goldberg versus Ziggler was probably one of the better matches on the card because of Ziggler. You're not man enough to fight me again. Plowed.
I mean, I just.
You wouldn't do that a second time. Plowed. Ziggler, you son of a bitch. AJ retaining United States Championship, whoopty fucking do. Bayley defeated Ember Moon, whoopty fucking do. KO beat Shane McMahon, who would have saw that coming. Charlotte beat Trish Stratus, kind of a shitty ending. I mean, I know it was her farewell match, but you could have let her win in her home fucking country, home city even. Kofi versus Randy, ending in a double countout. What the fuck was that?
That was a disappointment. I really believe they should just let Kofi win at SummerSlam and have like one last happy thing to his title reign before he has to give it up. But I guess he's not gonna have that anymore. Oh well.
The Fiend Bray Wyatt defeated Finn Balor. Meh.
Which the match itself was not.
The entrance took longer than the match.
Yeah, but the whole interest of the thing was amazing throughout.
Oh god, and then Seth defeating Brock. Ugh.
That was actually a really good match between those two.
Brock should have retained, in all honesty.
I'm happy that he didn't because, I'm not a fan of Brock. We know that he was not going to show up all that often with the championship. But my only question is, like, what was the point of having Brock Lesnar just win the championship and then a month later just lose it to Seth Rollins, That's what I don't get.
Yeah. Speaking of champions, we don't know we actually have no idea who's going to win and walk out of champions this year. Because the next pay-per-view is Hell in a Cell on October 6th. What happens a few days before that, Charles?
Oh yeah, that's when SmackDown goes to Fox.
And that happens on the 4th, I believe.
So, so Hell in a Cell will be the first pay-per-view since SmackDown going down to Fox. Yippee.
And what is the first thing they've said they're going to be doing on that Friday night episode of SmackDown? Or that week?
I mean, I heard rumors that they're going to have Brock Lesnar become
Nope.
WWE. No?
Another WWE draft.
Oh yeah, and then
full-on draft.
Which I don't really
So,
I don't really see the point.
We don't know who's going where yet, we don't even know. I don't even know. I honestly have no safe predictions this time.
I honestly just don't think about and just see who I typically think's gonna win.
Well, yeah. Anyways, let us start. We'll start with the King of the Ring, just in case it's on the card. If it's not, it's whatever. King of the Ring finals. We have the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin, versus the gold medal Olympian, or the Olympian, Chad Gable.
Okay, let me just say this.
Honestly saw this. In all honesty.
Okay, this whole tournament has just been a whole bunch of "Are you fucking kidding me?" moments.
And as you can see on the screen, Charles has put up both our predictions for King of the Ring entirely. Charles's is on the top, mine's at the bottom.
And they're both.
We had the exact same final match. We both got fucked week 1.
They're both nowhere near to what we're supposed to be, and I mean, I guess it's good when it's unpredictable, but it's still so many. I feel like this whole tournament, it's just been kind of a waste of potential for really someone to. I mean,
exactly.
Okay, I mean, at least Baron Corbin has been being built over the past year at this point, so he makes sense to be in the finals, even though I don't like it. But Chad Gable has been one of those guys you keep forgetting about because he was in the back. And here he is in the finals,
As you can see, Charles had 5 in the first round right, which is above average. It's more than half. Then you look at my shit fest. I had 3. You can see on the screen. I did say Cesaro over Samoa Joe. I played this as what I thought was going to happen, not what I wanted to. I mean, I played a little. That Shelton chat is what I wanted to happen. Not what I would think. That's the only one But yeah. So Charles, who do you have for this? Chad Gable or the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin?
Seeing as how they were really focused on being unpredictable in this whole tournament, and I honestly think they're actually gonna go with Chad Gable.
That's interesting. This whole thing has been unpredictable as fuck.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So
this one, I feel like there's just gonna be a predictable last moment. I'm gonna say Baron Corbin for this.
Real okay. I would not be believing myself that I was saying Chad Gable, but seeing as how they've really been trying to really push on people with having people believe, oh, okay, well this guy's out, so that means this guy's still gonna win, and then he'll get eliminated next week. So really, I think they're just gonna go. I mean, they've already been unpredictable this first one. We might as well get the guy that was pretty much everyone believed. If you put up a poll on who they believe was going to win the whole tournament on the first round, Chad Gable would have been definitely. I'm saying Chad.
If it was if they asked who do you want to win, Baron Corbin was dead last. No, Chad was second, third last.
Okay, but at least I said at least Baron made sense as to why they pushed him this far. But Chad was just so far out of nowhere. So I think they're gonna pull up the guy from the bottom to become King of the Ring. So yeah,
true.
Chad's still
but when was the last face King of the Ring?
The last face King of the Ring. Let's.
Because 15 was Sheamus.
No, 15 was Bad News Barrett.
Yeah,
I think
he was heel. 2010 was Sheamus, heel. 2008. Regal, heel. Booker T. Pretty sure he was a heel at the time.
No, actually, I think he was a face, if I was correct.
So it's been 13 years since the face.
Yeah, I mean, I watched Booker T actually on TV when he became King of the Ring. And now remember, this was 13 years ago, but I did believe it was a face. If I was wrong, please argue and yell at me how much I do not know wrestling 13 years ago in the comment section. I did believe he was a face when he was King in the Ring. So,
But
yeah,
for that,
good point. Yeah.
For this alone, I'm saying fucking Baron Corbin for this.
Okay, you're saying fucking Baron Corbin. I got fucking Chad Gable. All right.
Next up,
that's gonna matter.
The SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley versus Charlotte Flair.
Oh boy, Charlotte Flair in another title match since
WrestleMania.
Not WrestleMania, like Money in the Bank, probably. I think.
Yes, that's right. Because she won it for like 10 seconds before Bayley cashed in.
Yeah, and that might sound like a long time, but considering how she's being shoved into any... Here's the thing, okay? If it's a storyline and it involves women, Charlotte's gonna be in there one way or another. So this is what's irritating me, of how they're really shoving Charlotte. Like, if you think Roman Reigns was being shoved down our throats, which he was, I think Charlotte might be even worse than what he's been shoved down.
Anyways, I have Bayley retaining for this.
And I also have Bayley retaining.
I have a reasoning for that, which we'll get into within the later match.
Okay, I think I know which match we're talking. I think we're thinking the same thing here, but
yeah, obviously, right? Seth and Braun for the Universal Championship. That's where my prediction factors in for this one, clearly.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I hate Bayley's title reign. Would I hate Charlotte being champion? Yes. Who are these two I prefer? Charlotte, depending if they can actually do something with her. This Bayley storyline has been weak as fuck.
I mean, the only good thing I think I've seen out of this was the unexpected heel turn a couple of weeks ago in Raw, but yeah.
And next up, Seth and Braun Strowman versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, aka 2K19 random ass simulation teams.
Yep, guys, this is where the tag team division is at. Two teams of two people that have never tag teamed before are now facing for the tag team championship.
Think about this for a second. You have Seth Rollins. Oh, I'm pretty sure he's a Grand Slam champion.
He is.
You have Robert Roode, a former U.S. champion. You have Ziggler, a former U.S. IC title champion. And then you have Braun Strowman, whose only accomplishments in WWE are winner of the fabled Greatest Royal Rumble last year and a two-time Raw Tag Team champion.
I mean, which is good, especially since this partner is a lot more serious than his last one, but
I don't have a fair prediction for this one.
I am gonna go with someone because I think they actually really want to push them as a tag team, seeing as how they made them win the gauntlet a few weeks ago.
Speaking of the gauntlet, I have to rant out the gauntlet.
Okay.
You have these random ass SmackDown tag teams in the gauntlet. Heavy Machinery. And some other fuck I can't remember them right now. You know who would have been a good candidate that wasn't in that match for the tag team turmoil match? Besides AOP, who are actually due to set to return fairly soon. They were ready to go on that night, but they didn't want to eliminate them. Does anybody remember the Ascension? The Ascension weren't in the match.
Yeah, Ascension has been pretty much forgotten
dead
about from his point.
Haven't they had like 2 appearances this year?
Actually, I think they've only had 2 appearances last year and not so far this year.
They've had 2 this year, I know for a fact. Saudi Arabia Crown Jewel show, and earlier in the year when they made fun of Otis being fat, and that was a squash match when Heavy Machinery first got called up. Charles, who do you have for this match?
As I said, I think since they actually want to push these guys, or at least try to push them as a serious tag team, and not to really build up to something like they have with the other one later on in the night, I'm going to actually give it to Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler.
This is one of the matches that's hard to tell, because it doesn't make sense for a tag team to be feuding for belt. But for that reason alone, I have to give it to Roode and Ziggler as well. It's a stupid tag team. Hopefully it's a transitional champ so they can give it to an actual tag team. But anyways, we'll stick with Seth and Braun. But now it's Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship.
Now this one, I'm definitely not sure on who they're gonna give it to.
I'm even to Seth. They're not pulling the trigger on Braun. They would have done it by now.
I mean, yes, if they pulled the trigger on Braun now, it would not have the same effect as it did last time.
I mean, I believe they're both faces, correct? As of right now?
I think of right now, yes.
You still gotta factor in next month's pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell, where the fucking stadium where it's being held has already advertised it's The Fiend versus Seth or Braun for the title. Please don't attack me in the comments, but do not give the title to The Fiend.
It'll most likely will, seeing as how they want to really push weight as...
Please don't. I don't want him to win the title this early. I know people are going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Don't get me wrong, I love the Firefly Funhouse. And I just sent a video to Charles the other day. And I believe it was one of the early-ass episodes where Bray had the sign with different colors and whatnot. And there's messages hidden in those signs, which really, I knew there was stuff behind the sign. Like, it was clear as day.
I still have yet to watch it. I'll watch it after the episode.
Oh, it's great. But one theory was that there's this character Phoebe going to be introduced soon. But then, yeah, I'll link it in the description below as well. But yeah, I watched it. I liked the content in it. It kind of made sense even. They're saying that Bray might even make the puppets into superstars.
That'll be weird.
Well, you know what I mean. Like the puppet becomes. There's a superstar the puppets will become a superstar already on the roster, or maybe introduce a new talent. And the one that was Rambling Rabbit was Shelton Benjamin, which actually kind of makes sense in a weird sense. It kind of makes sense. Anyways, Seth or Braun, Charles?
I mean, from the way I see it, there were like a theory and a few hints that the Fiend might actually rival with the Undertaker.
I've heard that too.
So even if, whoever he faces in Hell in a Cell, I think some way he'll tempt with the Undertaker a lot, and he'll interrupt that match in Hell in a... And whether it's a Hell in a Cell match or a singles match, either one.
It's a Hell in a Cell match, apparently. Or it might be a match at Hell in a Cell, but they're guaranteed for the title right now, apparently.
But that's in the future. Right now, for this one, I'm gonna have to give it to Braun Strowman. I know that sounds crazy.
Really?
I know this sounds crazy, but WWE has been trying a lot of things that sound crazy or unpredictable. Have
you seen King of the Ring 2019?
Yeah, we've been talking about that 15 minutes ago. I'm gonna give it.
So Charles is gonna go with we have our first disagreement. As much as I hate saying this, I feel like Seth's gonna retain. I feel like Seth and The Fiend can have more chemistry in the ring than The Fiend and Braun for some reason.
Well, the thing is, The Fiend has been facing a lot of more of the supernatural wrestlers, like he did with Finn Balor as the Demon.
You mean supernatural, like Kurt Angle, Jerry the King Lawler. Yeah, supernatural.
I mean, as in in the ring in his actual matches.
Well, that one match he's had so far.
Well, I think that's the kind of thing they're gonna make him go after because, as I said, it's rumored to be in the Undertaker.
True.
So if we're gonna go the more unnatural of the two, I'm gonna give it to
actually, I can see your logic now because SmackDown last night, because we're recording this on the 11th, The Undertaker did make a surprise appearance. Or a surprise appearance. Yeah, I'm still saying Seth for this.
I'm just gonna give it to Strowman, so I guess let it be.
Next up, we have the singles match for the WWE Championship. We have the Viper, Randy Orton, versus the stupid Kofi Kingston. Randy. That's all I have to say for this. Randy Orton.
I was gonna give it to... Okay.
Randy's gonna get it here.
I was believing Kofi Kingston was gonna be champion coming into Clash of Champions, which I'm correct about. But that's because
you didn't say that. You said he was gonna be coming... He's gonna walk into champion at SummerSlam.
But anyways, from what I'm going with this one, okay, I believe that SummerSlam, Kofi Kingston was going to beat Randy Orton and have one last happy thing with the title. And even though he did retain, he did not have that happy moment defeating Randy Orton like he did. So I thought that, maybe the next pay-per-view, but then, I've been starting to have some thoughts, and I don't really think it's going to happen. Like, if it didn't happen in SummerSlam, it's a little weird to have him happen now. I mean, like, maybe they'll have it again in Hell in a Cell, but I can't be too sure about that. But, sometimes you have to go with your gut feeling. So, I'm thinking to at least give him, like, the feeling of defeating the guy that's held him back for all those years ago. I'm actually going to give it to Kofi Kingston to retain against Orton.
Really?
Really? Yes. I was about to go with Randy Orton, but then I thought, no, wait. I think they should have him at least. I think they're going to have him defeat him at least once, and then Randy will get in the next pay-per-view, which will be Hell in a Cell. So, I'm giving it to Kingston.
I'm going to give it to Randy. I think it's Randy's time
to hold the belt again. Okay.
Yeah. Next up, we have an interesting match, and I'm going to butcher your name here, by the way, so just please bear with me. Drew Gulak versus Humberto Proleo versus Lindsey Dorado. Hey Charles, what time is it? Ryan's stupid prediction time! Lindsey Dorado.
Okay, I can kind of see that because at this point, all three of them pretty much have the potential.
I have not watched a single episode of 205 Live. It's a triple threat match. Lindsey got in there for no fucking reason. I'm giving it to Lindsey for some reason. Because that could mean... Because there's rumors that Lucha House Party are going to implode on each other very soon. Why not fight for the belt? I picked Lindsey Dorado for that very reason.
Like, okay, no offense to Drew Gulak, he's a pretty okay wrestler, but he does not have much to really go by as being a champion, not even a cruiserweight one, in my opinion. So I think and Humberto Proleo, I actually really liked him. I think he's amazing. And Lindsey Dorado, I'm not too sure because there's really not much of a star power.
Like I said, it's a triple threat match. It's random as hell. I can't even tell this right.
I'm just gonna give it to Drew Gulak solidly. I don't really even have a reason. I'm just gonna give it to him.
You're gonna give it back to Drew Gulak?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, the New Day versus the Revival for the SmackDown belts. And hey Charles, refresh my memory. Where are the Revival?
I mean, they were kind of being pushed for the past few months now.
No, that's not what I mean. But where are they? Are they a Raw team or a SmackDown team?
See, I can't tell anymore. I even gave up telling because the whole brand split ruins the point of... No, I'm sorry. What is that? What was the thing Vince called a few months ago?
Wild card rule.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the wild card rule pretty much deletes the point of the brand split. So you know what? I don't even think about who's on Raw, who's on SmackDown anymore. I completely just give up on it. So if you keep telling me where they at, I'm gonna tell you I don't know. Because honestly, I hate this wild card rule.
I'm saying New Day for some reason. Just because the Revival are predominantly on Raw, and it doesn't make sense.
I mean, I'm just gonna go by what I see them as a tag team. Not Raw, not SmackDown, because this whole wild card rule thing is bullshit. And I'm gonna give it to New Day, because I just think, knowing on how they really get pushed for years now, I'm gonna give them to
yeah. Next up, we have one of my match I'm looking forward to one of the most to. The King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, versus the A-lister, The Miz. Now, Charles, I'll let you go first because I have a theory behind this. So, without further ado, pick and explain.
Okay, this one's actually tough for me because for a few reasons. The one, Miz, even though it's not...
The Miz is an IC title collector?
Yes, and with him, it's not the same...
Fun fact, if The Miz were to win it on Sunday night, he would only need 20 days to beat Pedro Morales' cumulative record for combined reigns. It would also tie him with Chris Jericho with the most reigns.
Okay, so continuing on, with The Miz, it might not be the same as his push that he got from 2016 and all the way from 2018. I'm not saying he's not like on the bottom of the barrel, but it's not the same thing, not the exact same push as he got in those spare number of years that I just talked about. But with Shinsuke Nakamura, it's like they give the guy something to try to work off of, it doesn't work, and then just immediately drops. Rivalry with AJ Styles, rode it a little bit, did nothing for him, dropped. United States Championship, thought they finally got something to work with, nope, and eventually died off and went to something else. Partnership with Rusev, that was gone at the moment that it began. And now this, so who knows exactly if this is going to stay with him for this long, even enough to defend it against The Miz. I don't think it's going to last for very long. Honestly, I'm only going to give Shinsuke Nakamura one successful defense, and then that's it. I think he'll lose in the next time, so I'm not saying it's going to last.
You say Shinsuke.
I'm going to give it to Shinsuke because I don't really see it lasting very long.
Well, I'm going to go with The Miz just because I'm not sure if anyone is aware, but as I said earlier, there's a draft coming up soon. And 4 superstars have already had pictures leaked of them in front of SmackDown screens for Friday nights. The Miz being one of them. Even though Miz is a Raw superstar come October 4th or whatever, he'll be a SmackDown superstar apparently. So for that alone, I am picking The Miz.
Alright, fair point.
Speaking of people switching brands, Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. Becky is also one of those 4 that had pictures leaked of getting put over to SmackDown. Therefore, unfortunately, I have to say Sasha Banks is going to win, and that will lead to Sasha Banks versus Bayley at Survivor Series, which is what everyone fucking wants right now.
Now, just going by off of what I see, how these two women are built and not who they're going to be on Raw, SmackDown, or whatnot, Sasha Banks, when she returned, became pretty hot when she returned, especially her heel turn. Some people are still reluctant about her because of what she did at WrestleMania, but that's all in the past, in my opinion, to really care.
I'm losing my title, so fuck you guys. I quit for a bit.
But if I have to guess, I think since she is going in hot with her new heel turn, and I think a lot of the hate for her has died down a bit, I'm gonna give it to Sasha purely for that. So
interesting. We both have Sasha for this.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the big dog Roman Reigns versus Rowan. Oh my bad, it's Eric Rowan again.
Now, yeah, I just wish they didn't win with someone so predictable to become Roman Reigns' attacker.
I don't know this match right now.
I mean, okay, we both thought it was going to be both Daniel and Rowan, but apparently it's just Rowan. Well, who knows, it might be
Eric Rowan. Get it right.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't care. That's the thing I don't know, because will they finally give a push to Eric Rowan? I don't really think so. And with Roman Reigns, I think, he's Roman Reigns. It's kind of hard to say Roman Reigns is going to lose a match because they make him win almost every single time. So, as much as I actually don't mind if Rowan wins this because it'll be great for his career, I'm going to have to get this to Roman Reigns simply because he is named Roman Reigns. Yes.
I'm going to go for the shocking one here. I'm going with Eric Rowan. I don't know why. I just think Eric Rowan.
I mean, there are a few times where Roman Reigns did surprisingly lose against someone, so maybe Rowan might be one of them, especially since it's a no DQ match and he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
So,
anyways,
could be.
Next up is my favorite match on the card. It's a tag team match for the Women's Tag Team Championship versus the self-proclaimed goddess of WWE, Alexa Bliss, and the Scottish psychopath. It's the wrong person. And the Twisted Sister, Nikki Cross, versus the real goddess of WWE, who's also the Golden Goddess, Mandy Rose. The Jersey Devil, Sonya Deville. There it is. Let's give her a nickname too.
Like, wasn't there a time, like, near WrestleMania season where Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose might have been breaking up because Sonya was causing Mandy her matches, but then that kind of, like,
died down. Out? So, Charles, do you have Alexa and Nikki retaining, or do you think we're going to have new tag team champions?
Alexa and Nikki, I mean, I guess they have been some popular with the fans as them to get a tag team, and I guess it could be some way they can defend. But Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville they could try out of, probably. This one I'm definitely a no, I'm not too sure about anymore. But I think to really get some build on Mandy and Sonya before, a little bit more before they can take it, I'm going to have to give it to Alexa and Nikki Cross to retain.
Well, remember like 5 minutes ago I said about the 4 superstars that have been rumored to go to SmackDown?
Uh-huh.
Alexa Bliss is also one of them.
And Nikki is staying on Raw,
apparently. And for that reason, Mandy and Sonya!
Okay. There's not really much I can get a reason between either of them. I'm just going to go with my gut feeling.
Yeah. And then finally, we have the phenomenal AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander.
I mean, I don't really mind because, it's a mid-card belt and Cedric's great. So I guess, of course, he'll probably be in the mid-card title against AJ Styles. But again, even for a mid-card title, a title that's really used to help push your career to the main title, I still think it's going to be early for Cedric to win even a mid-card championship. So I'm going to give this AJ Styles to retain.
I don't know who. I don't have like a full-on list right now, but I think I'm going to go with AJ to retain.
Yeah, it's just way too soon for Cedric to win. For me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to go with Styles.
It's tough to say right now, though. Like, seriously. Hopefully this pay-per-view kind of re-energizes the entire roster.
I mean, it's probably going to be if they really want to keep going the unpredictable route like they have been lately, especially with King in the ring.
Yeah. That alone shakes it up. But anyways, I have been Ryan.
And I'm Charles, and we'll see you
for Hell in a Cell.
I almost said Clash of Champions because I'm an idiot.
Yes, you are, Charles.
Yeah, I am. I'm coming out as a moron, and I know this might be shocking to you, but that's what happens when you do so many prediction videos with Ryan and knocks enough brain cells to you.